You know, there's a story about that song that I've told many times. We played it for the grandson of Richard Wagner, Wolfgang Wagner in Bayreuth, and he understood all of the Yiddish except the last word, sof. We had to tell him that that meant end, and I told him that it was kind of inspired by my coaching with Meistersinger and Tannhäuser in Wagner, and he said he was honored, and then I said to him, you know, how can we prove that to our friends and relatives in New York and in Israel that there's no more anti-Semitism here? And he was actually rather bothered by that because his own son, Gottfried, was accusing him of anti-Semitism. After all, he had sat on Hitler's knee. And I said to him, how would it be if we would do a concert here in Yiddish during the Bayreuth Festival? And he took a deep breath and said, warum nicht? Why not? And he invited us to do that, which we did in 1998. And then we came back 2 years later for a concert of Heinrich Heine in 6 languages. Bela, Barbara, would you unmute and put your video on and share with us some more that you know about Leyb Naydus? I was fascinated and intrigued by everything that you sent. Tell us how you discovered his poetry.
It was quite interesting. Really by chance, 3 years ago in the EVA Summit program, my grammar teacher handed us all a poem in Old Yiddish, you know, Deutschmerisch and all, and asked us to rewrite it into Klal Yiddish and then to memorize it. But I was taken by the poem, you know, really very deeply, and a melody came to me, and I worked on a melody. And I said to him, Eliezer Naborski, I said, I'm sorry, I haven't memorized it as a read work, but I can actually sing you this melody. And so I did so. And yes, I did. You know, Leyb Naydus was, you know, a truly interesting poet. I've read other works by him. He spoke in numerous languages, and as you said, was, you know, a maven, and very knowledgeable at all sorts of European literature. His poetry doesn't seem to have a lot of Yiddishkeit, Jewishness attached to it, but it is written in Yiddish. It's, you know, a part of his work was written in Yiddish, and yeah, and I just found it deeply moving. And yes, such a tragedy. People wrote about what he could have been had he been able to live.
Yeah, I was amazed that there were societies to promote his work both before and after his death. It's a tremendous following, and 6 volumes of poetry. Do you know the other poems? I don't know any but the 2 that we've set. Are most of them love poems, or are they all kinds of different subjects?
Oh, I think mostly kind of nature and such. Like I wouldn't. My poem, as it were, isn't a love poem. It's you know, almost tragic. I haven't decided whether it's a kind of terribly sad lullaby or a you know, a priest, I don't know, even a pre-suicide or somebody dying early. It's just, it feels.
I think it's a lullaby, but it's a beautiful lullaby, and it's
I think it might be a lullaby. That's what I had thought.
I mean, it's a song sung to a child, and it's not a romantic love poem, but it's a poem about love for a child. Except
that it has such, you know, such sadness in it. So it's a yeah. But a lot of Yiddish Lieder, you know, the cradle songs are quite sad. So yeah, it's a pity not to know what he would have become. I shall try, if you send me a note some point, I will try to send you some more poems from him. Do you read Yiddish?
Yes, I can't write it. I can speak it and I can read it, but I don't write it.
Yeah, okay.
Except phonetically, as you saw, my transliteration is a little odd. Yeah. It's not Evo standard. But you know, I studied Yiddish in Volksschule before I ever went to Hebrew school.
Oh yeah, good.
I had to get around in Yiddish a little bit in Miami Beach and in Prague, so and in Israel. Yeah, Barbara, thank you so much. It's been such an
no. Thank you for the honor you did me of writing the accompaniment and, in fact, of being part of your birthday. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well,
and a very happy birthday.
And share some more about Naydus. I'm thrilled.
I will. We'll keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, Len?
Yeah.
Okay, and now Leonard and I are going to sing another Yiddish classic, which we've performed all over the world. It was a favorite of Martha Schlama, who would explain it in English before singing it in the original Yiddish.
But here's a version that we recorded 7 years ago in my English translation, subtitled for today. I was saying to Holly Minot, who sings a lot of Yiddish songs, that I'm sure you know this song, but you probably never heard it in English before. Here it is. A boy wants a girl who's smart, so he poses a riddle to her, which she answers while strumming a folk instrument, the balalaika. Tum Balalaika as a duet in English.